Hey, welcome back to the most innovative shipping container channel on YouTube. And it is a dreary, rainy, cold day now. All last week was really nice here in Wichita. Um, and I think it's supposed to be a little bit better this week, mid 50s, so that won't be bad. Behind me is I've got a couple questions for you guys. So behind me is our office we just built. We moved into this one temporarily. And I want to show you guys a couple things on it. It's a slate gray, 20-foot office with white shiplap. And so I want to show you a couple things on it, and then I have a couple questions for you guys. So let's get into it. First of all, this is going to be kind of random off-topic stuff. See here, we run off a 120 extension cord. This is the Della 12,000 BTU mini split, and I'll tell you more about that mini split here in a sec, but I've been really happy with it. So right here is one of these solar cameras you get off of Amazon. I've got a bunch of these all around my shop. I never have to charge them. They're wireless. We've got a router inside the office. And so I've got them. Let me flip around. They're on that light pole back there. You can probably barely see them. But I've got these cameras everywhere. They work awesome, give you really good quality video. So I've been really happy with those. There's several different brands, but that's what they look like. So even if a raccoon comes in through here at night, I've got it on video. Let's go inside the office here, and I want to discuss a couple things, and then I've got the questions for you guys. Okay, so this is the Della 12,000 BTU mini split. It is still 115, 120 volts. I'm going to say 120 from this point on out. And I've got a Sinville, or we've run a bunch of Sinville and other brand, Pioneer, a couple other brands that we've run in a bunch of 20-foot containers. And those are all 9,000 BTU. So you can get a 9,000 or 12,000 BTU and a 120 volt. So this one's 12,000 BTU. The difference in how fast this container heats up and the overall feel of it is radically different than a 9,000 BTU. So in my opinion, if you're going to do a 20-foot container, I would go with the 12,000 BTU mini split. You don't really spend any more money. It draws a little bit more amperage. I put it on the wattage meter on the wall when it was running the heat pump all out, and it was pulling like 1,050 watts, so right at where it said it would. In the summer, you're probably going to be pulling 900 watts total. The heat pump draws a little bit more power than the AC side of it. So I've been really happy with that. Here you can see our office is kind of set up. And so we need two 20-foot offices joined together or a 40-foot. And that was my next question for you is what would you rather see us build next? So I'm going to go out here to a garage we have built. We've shown these garages several times, but I kind of had an epiphany, and I think it'd be a pretty good product, and it would be a little bit more value-minded, or for a value-minded customer. So let's go out here and take a quick look at the first garage. So here we've got, this is our 20-foot by 16-foot, it's just two 20-footers joined together. And if you open the door, it's all cut out on the inside, like all the garages we do. You can watch all of our other videos. This has a 16-foot door in the front, and with all this framing and welding and the garage door install and everything, that's about a $2,500 add-on for us. And this is a flush panel door, so it doesn't have the corrugated stamped parts in it. And so I kind of had an epiphany, and we can do these double, triple, quadruple deep. But what I'm thinking is we just cut this outside open and make this a carport, and then we're going to cut, $2,500 of cost off there, so we can have a double or triple carport for a really affordable price. So let me know what you guys think about that. And then I've got one more idea. So leave in the comments what you guys think, but I've got one more idea I'm going to propose to you. So my other idea was to build a 40-foot office, and I've been sitting here thinking, we don't have a lot of room sideways because we work over in this lot as well. And, a 40-foot container, they are, like all containers, are kind of narrow. So we've done a lot of those 20-foot garages, the 220 by 8-foot units, ends up being 16 feet wide. So I was thinking to myself, since we are limited on width over there, for doing a 40-foot container sitting sideways for our office would be not the best use of our space. I'm thinking of doing a 20-foot office just like I showed you, but two of them, so they're going to be joined together. Now it's going to be a little bit complicated with framing and insulation to get those joined together and get everything insulated and made it up correctly and looking right. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about the carport to save money. If that's something that people are interested in, because I feel like a lot of people are fine with just getting their boat covered. It doesn't have to be fully enclosed, um, or whatever they're storing. And the 20 by 2 office. So two 20-foot frame insulated wired and interior finishes, and we bolt those together, and that gives you a really nice square space. 20 by 16 feet, it's a lot more usable than would be your 40-foot long container by 8 feet wide. So I'm kind of curious what you guys think about those two things. And then I think I've got something over here in the shop I was going to show you guys. Oh, Weldpro. I've got a few of these Omni. I've got a cheaper Weldpro. This is the Omni 210. All my welders have been really impressed with this welder. Really happy with it. But I had an issue with one, and they're just sending me a new welder. So I couldn't be happy with the customer service with Weldpro. I highly recommend that company. They answer questions immediately. They ship everything super fast. They're on Amazon. You will save a little bit of money if you go to their website. But the performance of those welders is awesome, and the Omni 210 is their sort of flagship. I want to say it's $1,400, $1,450. I've got the smaller one. I forget the model on this one. I think a 150 or something. Here's the smaller one. But man, we put these things through a lot of abuse, and they've just been absolutely spectacular welders. So highly recommend the Weldpros. So let me know what you guys think about the carport, and then a double 20-foot office, two 20s joined together, all finished out. Does that have more value, do you guys think, than a 40-foot office for resale in your eyes? You know, if we got a 40-foot office, we're going to charge 35, 40 grand for that. Or if it's a tiny home, do you think two 20s joined side by side is worth more money? I'm curious to know what you guys think. So have a good rest of your weekend, and thanks for watching.